Incredible morning, incredible morning. Alrighty, hello everyone. This is going to be a fairly quick video because I'm actually about to do this for a job. So I wanted to share with you guys how to manually trace in Silhouette Studio using your edit points. All right, so I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365 LLC, the parent company of Silhouaholics Anonymous, where I teach you guys how to use Silhouette Studio. I've been doing that for the past 7 years on Facebook and YouTube. And we have an amazing academy that houses a 30-day training on how to use and master the tools of Silhouette Studio. It's the essentials of Silhouette Studio. But in this one, like I said, we are going to do a manual trace using edit points. This is something where I wouldn't be able to necessarily take it into remove.bg because the background is a little bit too dark. And then like some of the smoke kind of comes over the top. So it's going to be best for me to do a manual trace. If I was using Photoshop, I would end up doing the same exact thing with the pen tool in order to get like a really, really good clean cut. I mean, I could use the magic wand, but it's going to be pretty much the same deal as if I was to do it in Silhouette. I mean, in Photoshop or any program where there is a pen or a Bezier tool. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with an ellipse tool, and I'm going to just fill that in with color. Does not matter what color it is, because I just need it there so it's easy to click. I'm going to take my transparency down and then double click on my circle. And I'm going to add a few points in a few places. I'm just kind of looking at where things kind of are. I'm going to need a couple of them here. I'm going to need one there, and probably one there. Double click. And I'm going to add there, and I'll probably need one there. Then I'm going to hold down Shift, drag and select over all of the edit points. And I'm going to I'm going to make sure that they're all curved. So I'm going to make sure that they are all corner. Click off, double click again, and we're going to start to manually trace this out. The least amount of edit points you have, the better. It gives you better control. When you have fewer edit points, if you had a bunch of them within this area, it would be so much harder to control. So you just want to push and pull your handles to make it conform to the shape. This may seem like a lot. You're probably someone that's like, I cannot get edit points. I can't figure them out. They scare me. They intimidate me. I'm telling you, it's not that bad once you really learn how to use them and understand the fact that you don't need a lot. Most people get frustrated with edit points because they think they need, like when a bunch of them come up and like they're trying to move all of these little edit points to make it conform, and you get kind of intimidated by them because you think you need all of those edit points and you really don't. So if you take the 30-day class, we have a whole weekend. So it was 2 days dedicated to edit points. And you're going to start off with simple tasks and simple ways to in practice modules to get used to using the edit points. And then we go through like manually tracing things. We go through adjusting text and font with edit points to customize your fonts. When you're doing a lot of detail editing, edit points is one of the key tools that you must learn. So we have 2 days in the 30-day training dedicated to edit points. I promise you, you are able to get to this level as well, as far as doing this super fast and breezing through this. You just have to practice. If you don't practice, guys, you're not going to get it. It's always going to be intimidating for you if you don't practice. You have to practice, okay? That's for anything. I mean, if you're trying to master sublimation, you're trying to get good seams on your tumblers, you're trying to get, good press on your shirts. If you are someone that wants to do all over shirts, trying to master lining up those seams, it all takes practice. It's not going to happen with you just doing just one of them. Sometimes not even just doing two of them. You're going to have to be consistent with your practicing. Don't just try this like, okay, hey, I have an order, I need to do this. That is when you are going to be the most frustrated with the process. It is best to, take some time. You're going to pick a random image or random image, random text, and you're going to practice your edit points. All right. So I'm going to clean this up just a little bit. Hey, just a little bit. If it moves, pay attention to your screen. If it moves, make sure that you do undo to get it back to where it needs to be. And I just messed that one up. All right, bam. So once I have my outline around it, we're going to drag and select over both, go over to the modify tool and crop. And bam, we have isolated this icon from that very, very busy background. Now, I'm going to just amp this up just a little bit by going over to my image effects, going to the color, brightness and saturation, and I'm going to up my saturation just a little bit because it did have such a dark background around it. I'm going to just up my saturation a little bit on that one. And let me see, do I want to mess around with the brightness? No, I want it. It shouldn't be that bright. So we're just, oh wait, let's cancel that part. That right there should be good. I don't know. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to play around with my levels real quick. I think I like that better. So I brought the saturation up, but I brought that dark tone back in. So I'm cool with that. Now it's time for me to put a whole bunch of these on here to print out for some towels that I'm going to do. So I will come back to press some of the towels. This was literally a last minute order. I have 50 of these to do. So we're going to see how fast I can get 50 of these done. So to crop it all out was what? About a good 5 minutes or so. Now I'm going to go set them all up, get it all printed out, and then go from there. Now, this is going to seem very, 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 very crazy. I'm going to kind of talk about this now. These are very small. The towels that I'm putting these on are 12 by 12, right? So if I go in and go 12 by 12, I'm going to put this in the middle and max it out. I'm also probably going to rotate it just so that I can make it as big as possible on this rag. And actually, I probably wouldn't be able to fit more than one on here. So we're just going to go 13 by 19. I'm just going to put this in the middle because I'm going to use the entire 13 by 19 sheet. I probably could have made it just a little bit smaller and got 2 to a sheet, but then I also would have lines of demarcation on my rags, which I will explain more about that when I do the live for the rags. But I wanted to share with you guys how to do manual tracing with edit points. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, share it out with someone that when you see them talk about edit points or say they can't figure it out, share this video with them. And if you would like to learn how to utilize Silhouette Studio in its entirety, like learn it top to bottom, all of the tools, I highly recommend that you go and visit our website, shop.hsink365.com. Scroll down, and right here, Essentials to Silhouette Studio is the course that you want. It is $83.65. That's it. You get unlimited lifetime access to the playbacks, to the worksheets, There is an exclusive Facebook group where you can come in and get help if you get stuck on anything. And you can go through the listing and see what each day was. So this was pre-recorded back in March of 2022. But you learn a lot and the playbacks are easy to follow. You have the worksheets. And as I said, you are never left to your own vices with this. I'm always here for support. The group is always there for support. So you just join the Facebook group if you have questions, or you can post your questions directly on the video. Just put a timestamp so that, I know and others know exactly where your question is. All right. So until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.